Whistle, even though I can't whistle. Welcome back to 1111 True Crime. We're now, let me get my cards. In case of a storm, you guys, I've got my handy dandy little flashlight. But I wanted to get into a reading on Nancy Guthrie, but not a normal reading. I want to get into the mind of the perpetrator to understand things about his psychic, about his beliefs, about his work, about just like a profile of his energy. And it's not something I like to do. But at the same time, I feel ready for it. And I know that God protects me. I do not rely on other spirits or deities or nothing like that. I'm not Wiccan. I believe in Jesus. He is my Savior. And I believe that Jesus and God connect and talk to us all the time. We just don't always listen. So sometimes you have to be quiet and let God whisper to you, right? All right, my lovelies. With that being said, we're going to start off. Remember, everything is alleged. It is my humble opinion that I'm sharing, and it's legally for entertainment purposes only. I'm not sharing fact. I'm sharing information that I believe are what the cards are saying. Let me see the Perps energy, and thank you. We have sideways cards. Always interesting. Youth. Something went sideways in his youth. He could have a youthful energy, impulsive, but something went sideways, as well as drugs. So he could have a past full of rugs. Again, I'm just profiling. Now, after this reading, you guys, I'm going to get a couple more cards on him on this deck. After this reading, I'm going to hand it over to our subscribers to ask all the questions that they want to ask, whether it's about the perp or the Zodiac Killer or anything you want, as long as it's relative to the Nancy Guthrie case, because you guys do ask better questions by far than I do. In this one, I just want to get the energies. I'm going to get this little reminder. Thank you, Zozo, off the board. There we are, so that y'all can see the reading better. Okay, here we go. Oh, my light slid. I'm like, why am I hearing noise? Move. Show me more about the perp, the abductor of Nancy, the person that actually physically removed Nancy from. So we have a deep hole, and we have a parent, step, guardian. So this person's had a broken home, underground. They may indeed revolve around an underground gang group. There's definitely illegal activity in this person's background. There's parenting issues with this perp. So maybe they're a bad parent. Maybe they're not a parent at all. Maybe they had bad parents. This environment could feel like he was trying to dig himself out of a deep hole in his life by doing one last job where he made something. Let me understand this a lot better. We're going to go right into our true crime. Now, you guys, this is our specific deck here at 1111. We create this. There's 92 cards. And out of 92 cards is created for the intent to help the voiceless. You can pick this deck up or almost any deck that I use right here at 1111 True Crime. At 1111decks.com. Sorry. The channel is 1111 True Crime. But 1111decks.com is the shop. All right, let me go a little deeper with this perpetrator and show me a clue about the personality. Something about this perpetrator. Show me the energy of the perpetrator. Desert. So they definitely, I mean, that goes without saying, they're in the desert but that might be where they live. You know, Tucson, we have a camel. Desert. Okay, give me a better clue than that. That's too vague. Be more specific, please, and thank you. Thank you so much. Give me a clue about the personality. Travel. So we have desert and travel. They do move around a lot. I can pick up the energy intuitively through this reading that there's movement because it's chaotic energy, and that doesn't usually withstand stability and structure. It's usually very chaotic. And we have travel, we have desert, so perhaps they are often in travel. They may be familiar with wilderness as well. We have a hiker there. They may actually be very physical fit and know the trails. We have tunnel. This is getting really specific. I'm glad we did this reading. We have tunnel. Now, you might see that as tunnel vision. I feel when they have ruled out suspects, then they don't have a suspect. That's kind of like putting the horse before the cart. And so we have to say, is that tunnel vision? Or are we talking about legitimate tunnels? Because there are waterways beneath the systems. We've seen JLR go in some. Whoa, that energy was slick. Show me more about this clue about the abductor of Nancy Guthrie. Maybe they're homeless. Love, heart. Nancy had a heart condition, remember that. So we have drugs, deep hole, and heart. When you look this way, it's surrounded by youth and parent. And I feel that there was a lack of love. And this person feels very drawn to this idea that there's no empathy for others. Like they have no remorse because they don't have an understanding of what love is. They mind control. They may be under the control of belief of a completely different world than we do. We're not criminals, and so we don't have mind control. If somebody's in control of them in the sense of, hey, you're contracted to me to be obligated, we have mind control, which can be manipulation. You could see that as masking up twice, wearing double gloves to present a perception that this person is someone who they aren't to commit the crime. So they're definitely manipulative, as was their parent. Celebrity, we have a singer. This could be somebody that performs. How interesting, isn't it? They like the microphone, they like the attention. They definitely like the attention. Interesting, we do have bands all over this from, DJ Mojito, Derek Kalila, the guy that contacted Annie and Tommaso for, hey, did you guys get the money? We're waiting on our end, right? That dude is a band, and his name, he performs solo, and he's a singer and musician, if you want to call it DJ. I don't know what you call him, other than the secret mutilator. Could be something, look, secret, look. Secret, right? Secret love, secret mutilator, and look, organized crime. That's that mind control that he's in over his head. He's performing for the, okay, I'm picking up intuitively. He's doing the tricks that are required of him. All right, that's interesting. We are gaining ground. Give me this Truth Oracle deck. Show me what comes up. Now, you guys, we will be handing it over to you guys in the next live. Make sure and push your questions in the next live right away, because I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. Commitment, yes. Look. He's serving to the organized crime. He's obeying a command. Collect this package at this address, and we go from there. So, mind control, organized crime, the secret celebrity, that's interesting. We have tunnel, but we also have commitment, which is oath, agreement, pledge, and a promise. He has committed to this crime. He is committed to this passionate, I don't know why I'm picking up that this is like an emotional because he can't express himself through empathy, so he expresses himself through very dark performances. I don't know what this is all about. I don't normally get as many impressions, but I'm talking intuitively what I'm picking up. Miracle dream, dreams come true. Get what you want. He thought this was going to be the one and done. Like, this is the last bad job, and then I'm going to live out my life, and it didn't go that way, obviously. I think he thought this was his miracle. But it is a miracle he hasn't been caught. All right, let's dig into the tarot a little bit, too. Let me understand more about this perpetrator as to... more about the personality. So he's following an order, in a sense, a commitment. He's performing a job for someone else. This wasn't something to self-serve the world. This can be international. It can indeed. It also means travel. It also means communication. So he could be somebody that's born in another country. And that could be why we're getting the travel card. Communication. Strong communication. I keep feeling like he likes the microphone. Or somebody around him is a celebrity that likes the microphone. I don't know how much of a celebrity. I don't think we're talking about, Michael Jackson famous. Hangman. There's communication that went awry. We know that because there was no ransom gathered. So something went awry with the communication. Did he communicate? Was the abductor the one doing the communication? I don't think so. Yes. Huh. I'm not sure what communication, but we have self-love here. He may have communicated back to the boss. Something went wrong. This could be Nancy passing and not being able to deliver the package alive. We have self-love. So there's communication of, I had to do what I had to do. I had to do what I had to do. What is this? Self-love. The plan. Okay. So the Three of Wands is all about a plan and the action taken. So that was indeed, he took the action in the plan for the payout. So it's telling me he was hired. He's hired. So he's not going to be the inner circle guy. He is a hired person. I have the payout. I have the plan for the payout. He's trying to take a self-cup of love. We have a problem, Batman, right here. Something he communicated went awry. Closed circle can also mean the world, something came to a close. This could be the passing of Nancy, communicated, caused this entire thing to go awry. So then the self-cup of love. You can see it as other things too. But we also have this plan, payout. Let's understand that. How is this perp going to benefit if his idea was to get paid? So there's an offer. He's trying to go a different route. He's trying to make an offer a different way. Because it's falling on top of the hangman. Offer it. So this plan went awry. So he's coming at it in a different direction. Almost like a helper. This is a helper. Like, I'm not the guy that did it, but I really am. And so I'll offer up information, but really he's the one. And And this offer could also be Kalila contacting Annie Tommaso, where the communication, when he contacted him, it didn't go well. So he took a self-couple up, the plan, and the payout didn't go well. This could be the communication to Annie. Here we have this Six of Cups. This is all about, I've known someone. This offer is somebody I've known since childhood. Offer to someone I've known since childhood. They've known, the Perp has known this, or it could be somebody that knew Nancy, the seer, the mom, that knew the mom. Okay, so this offer went sideways. It didn't work. So he has to recalibrate. So he came back with a different plan about a payout. Now it's about money. And then he makes an offer to, could be Savannah, right? The family. Hey, you need to pay up or whatever, pay out. And I'm sorry are the cups, the emotional. I'm sorry to tell you, but your mom's dead. We have this seer, somebody seen something, witnessing. So they may be claiming, okay, this could be that TMZ thing where the person's claiming to know all the details. That could be the alternate plan, is to lie and say, well, I wasn't the one that did it, but I know all the clues, and get some money that way because the payout didn't work the way they wanted. And it's because she passed away and there's no proof of life. 10 swords in the back, the betrayal. Is this Perp connected to somebody that's known Nancy forever? I feel like we'll take a different deck. Now this is my own little deck, and it's called the Living Color Tarot. It's also available, you guys. The moon, hidden. Pisces energy, Cancer energy, water energy. Could be Scorpio. Show me more about the Perp. Still waiting patiently for a payout. Still thinking he can salvage something out of this for a payout. Long time. He's got patience. Did he pass Nancy off to someone? Did he deliver Nancy to someone? The high priestess, the one that knoweth, that doesn't speaketh. That's the secret. We have stuck with Nancy. Stuck with Nancy. They were stuck with Nancy. They weren't supposed to be stuck with Nancy, I don't think. That could be where the plan went awry. We have the Empress and the Star. Both major arcana. The Empress is absolutely an abundance. It's an offer from the universe. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This person's stuck financially, and they're stuck with this Empress, which can be the victim. We have the Star getting too much attention, and at the same time, it's Aquarius energy, which is Nancy's zodiac sign. Seven of Swords, the stealer now is stuck with the abductee. Seven of Cups, somebody that they trusted went rogue on them, abandoned them once they had the custody of Nancy. And then they didn't know what to do. They were supposed to deliver her, I think. And there was, once they got her, the plan was abandoned because now they were left holding the bag. Interesting. All right, you guys, let me clean up my cards a little bit here. A lot of interesting info on the Perp. You may have a lot more questions than I was able to think of. It's hard to do a reading and ask all the questions. So I always appreciate when you guys ask the questions and I get to pull the answers. I can focus a little bit more on the answers. So let's see here which cards are what. I'll clean up my cards and we'll hand it over to our beautiful subscribers. How's that sound? Just make sure these all belong to the right deck. There, I caught one. Sometimes that happens. Okay, my lovely Luz. I'm coming up to topside. I want to thank you for joining me on this reading for Nancy Guthrie about the perp. I'm not sure how much information we gained, but he looks like it is a for hire situation. He's definitely got somebody that has, designed a game plan. And then that plan was to grab Nancy, abduct, get the money, payout. They were just supposed to deliver her and get a payout. Could that be Kalila being like, hey, you got the money? We're waiting on our end. We did what you said. We dropped your mom at that place. Right? Something goes awry with this. It doesn't have to be Kalila, but something goes awry. We know there was no payout, too. So maybe the hired people, the people that were paying them, the ones that did the hiring, maybe they betrayed the kidnappers because they weren't planning on paying or anything. They just wanted the job done and then disconnect and let the chips fall where they may. That's a lot. All right, you guys, I'm not sure. I'll let you draw your own conclusions on the information. And it'll be interesting to hear what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys for all the likes, subscribing, hyping it up after the live, and all that wonderful supportive thing that you guys do that always inspires me so much. I appreciate you. And remember, say a little prayer for Nancy. Now, for those of you that would like to continue on with me, we're going to head over, and I'm going to hand all the questions over to you. All right, we have our Q&A next, and all subscribers welcome. Even if you haven't subscribed, you're just tuning in for the first time and so forth, you'll be able to watch the questions, see the questions penned, and what the answers are. I love you. To the moon and back. See you in just a moment.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise. In the shadow, from the darkness to the light, I feel alive. I'm a fire, burning bright, I'll never die. Like a phoenix.